What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to be looking at aespa and Dreams Come True. I actually had to look at it because it was a long title. I thought it was only called Dreams, but no, it's called Dreams Come True. I'm really curious about this MV, see what it's all about, and I want to see if it's maybe better than Savage. I thought Savage was good, but there was just a little bit of too much CGI in there, which was just not too perfect. But maybe they topped it this time. They always tend to get better, so let's start. Please subscribe. Alrighty. Let's see what it's all about, guys. I love that it's already a real location, you know, she's spray painting on a wall or something like that. You had the spray and the spray, or aka the paint coming out of the can. Very nice. Real elements just make the scene so much more believable, which is always important when you're filming. You want to sell the illusion, of course. Hold up. Again, very nice that we saw something. Then she throws the hat on the camera, and then there is again this little half a second of a break. It just makes you think, okay, what's going to come next? It's preparing the brain for the next scene. I love this a lot. I love blackouts. I think they're fantastic. Awesome already. So the one thing that I already noticed, the small things that I added in this video, is that the clothing is as if it's spray paint as well. You can see the rough colors on it. It reminds me of the background. Very, very nice. What I also just noticed is that there is water on the floor, and that's all just to make sure that the lights reflect a little bit better that we see in the background. We can see these beams in the background. They're very nice. And the lights in the background always have an important meaning as well. You know, they want to extend the scene so that you can see the foreground a little bit better. You know, without these lights, without this blue here, they would not stick out as much as we can see here. The one thing that I noticed, by the way, you can see it here, is that one of the lights are working and one of them is broken. Why? What happened here? Is that supposed to be part of the rough idea, or maybe it was just broken on set and they just said, let's go with it? Or they might have broken it because it was just a little bit too much. Ah, that's great. All just handheld. This could be on the gimbal, but all of the shots so far are just handheld. They just look fantastic. Ooh, that small detail is also super cool. Do you see her? She's wearing green here and the background is green. Again, it's just adding to the illusion. Very nice. Small details like this are just awesome, no? Ooh, a completely different location. Let's have a look. I'm questioning whether this is CGI or not. It looks very real though. I want to say that, but at the same time, there are some elements which I'm thinking that are CGI. So I have a feeling this is all real that we can see here, but the roof might be CGI. I'm really curious about that. If you guys know whether what is CGI, because the plants and everything look real, but what do you guys think? Is it real? Is it fake? I think it's 50-50, but I might be wrong here, but I'm still happy that most of it is real. It's about making it easier as well for aespa here. They need to understand where they are, and having a real location, they can actually put themselves in this world, you know, for the time being while they're doing their dance or doing their part. Great tracking there on the wings on the back. Looked really nice. Yeah, I really have a feeling as if half of it is real, half as if it's fake. If you look at the camera angles and the way the camera is moving, you can see the background really moves good with those angles. AKA, it just seems as if everything is real. That's why I think it's actually real. It's that simple. Look at that. Yeah, it looks great. I love the contrast actually between, you know, you're more or less in this dreamlike location and all of a sudden they're in this real location where they're spray painting. And also if you look at the colors, you know, you have very pastel colors, very dreamlike colors in the purple location, while on the other set with the spray paint, it's just so much real, much darker, and that might be the real location, you know, so it's in your dream and in real life. So very nice. Nice. Did you guys actually notice that they changed out the beams here with those spotlights in the background? Let's see if we can see them a little bit better here. And what I like about these lights, again, it's all about just making sure that the background extends, you know, making the scene look better and make sure that the people that you're filming actually stand out much nicer. Also, I just appreciate a lot how much difference that water on the floor actually makes. The reflections between their legs right now is just great. You know, it just adds a little bit more to the scene. It just makes the floor just a little bit more interesting. But again, what does water cost? nearly nothing. And they add a bit on the floor, but look at the effect it gives. It's all about making sure that you use your assets correctly, and they really know what they're doing here. A little bit of a CGI butterfly going on there. Very nice though. I love the scene here. There's something about the colors that just makes me think, damn, this is nice. This is how I want my living room to be somehow. Of course, maybe not with so much, you know, pinkish, purplish colors, but for what it is, it's actually very, very nice. It feels very spacious, which is nice. And it really just gives the members a lot of space for them to do their choreography. It gives them, you know, the place to move. Even though this is a studio, it's nice that they have a big studio so that it gives them the space they need. Nice. Again, do you guys see what I mean with the flooring here? Just making it a little bit more reflective just adds a little bit more of a dimension to it, you know? It just makes it a little bit more rough. It makes the colors a bit different. For example, here you have a little bit of lumps, then it has a bit of a reflection. Very nice. I always am a big fan of these kind of transitions, basically when someone like smacks the camera and then it goes to the left or to the right, and then you basically get a transition. Very simple to pull off, but it's also very nice. But you have to plan them, you know, you can't just pull them up out of nowhere. Again, do you not just feel like this is an amazing setup? Like this is a real location, and at the same time, it just looks as if they have the space. And it's just great. I love when a place is spacious. It just makes not only the choreography much better, it doesn't just make the group much better, it just makes everything better, because it just seems as if they just put so much more effort into the video. And all they do is just extend the place by itself. But it's really nice. Hold up, did you guys notice that? I'm sure they didn't have this at the beginning, but they have bubbles going around in this set. Do you saw that? Here, look, for example, here, here, here. That is so cool. So basically this is set underwater, you know, for the time being, but this is really interesting. It's interesting as well why they didn't add the bubbles before though. Like why? Why do they wait until the end? Man, it would have been maybe cool if they just continued the bubbles also at the beginning. Because I didn't expect that this was like an aquarium or underwater, but still, the bubbles are a really nice add-on. It just makes the colors so much more, like I understand the colors just a little bit better now, because these seem like very nice colors that you see under the water, under the ocean. Seems like paradise. Oh, that's cool. So far, by the way, you do not see a lot of CGI here, but for the CGI that they did put in, they are really just focused. They are clean, they are good. I'm curious how this is still going to progress though, because aespa, normally the CGI comes out at the end, but let's see. Again, here you can see it again with the butterfly, you know, it's also very good tracked. I'm curious how they tracked it though, because normally you do it with dots somewhere, you know, to track it on the person, but maybe they just did this freehand and it came out spotless. Look how nice this looks. Beautiful wings. Very nice. Beauty shots. Beauty shots are always important in groups. Though personally, I would say it's always nice to have them at the beginning, maybe to introduce them to the people. But generally, there's enough beauty shots always during these K-pop videos. So always nice to admire who's actually in the MV for a bit. Again, more bubbles to continue the underwater theme. Very focused. Those wings though look really, really impressive. Like I think they look really nice. However, you can, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me move a little bit to the side here. If you look here, for example, I'm curious if the wing is actually going through the member behind them, because you have to think about, look how long they are. You know, they are quite long. If you think about like 1.5 meters, and the distance between them is a bit different. So a little bit weird what happened here, because it just seems as if they tried to shorten it so it doesn't come into the other person's face here. But still looks good though. I love the wings, the colors. I love these neon effects on top of it. Who's this little guy? Wait, who is this little guy? I have never seen this little guy before, but can I buy him? Did they really just speed us up? Wait, did they really just speed this up? I mean, it's just interesting. I've not seen something like this in K-pop before, but it's all about making it playful. You know, you have to keep making these MVs interesting, and simple effects like this do make the difference. And oh my god, we're now in CGI territory. Now you know that everything's CGI. Very nice though. That was very nicely put together. I just think that it's always cool to see certain effects, you know, that are cool. Let me have a go back again. Like this, you know, it's about sticking certain elements together. Like this is awesome. You can just see how many layers of elements are in there. Let me have a look at this. What does it say in the background? Video preview error. Man, this is not even a joke. What you see in the background here is literally what you would see in Premiere Pro. When you're working on a project, you can be very unlucky and then you get this. This is just a nightmare. And that means that you cannot look at your videos. The thing crashes a million times and it's just a pain in the butt. It's funny that they put this in here though, because I'm not sure if they're using Premiere Pro, but hey, why not? It's a funny gig, you know. It's a funny, it's just a funny joke for me to see it because I hate when it happens. But look at all those elements. There we go. Now we have the characters here. Hold on, was that a little bit of shake there? Ooh, do you guys see that? Why do I notice these things is the question. But have a look at this. Do you see there's a little bit of a shake going on above me? So above me. Focus on this pillar here. If we watch it again, it just seems a bit shaky here. I don't know what it is. Maybe the shutter was off, but it just seems a little bit ripply for me. But that's okay still, you know. They have the MV out. Awesome. This to me is so much better than Savage. They really did a good job here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Like literally, for me, this is so much better than Savage. There is CGI in it. There are certain elements in there that surprises me, but they're just done very clean. They're just very focused. And maybe they just realized like, hey guys, let's go back a step and let's redo this a little bit. Let's make it a little bit simpler, but better. Let's invest our money accordingly rather than just throwing a lot of budget into many pieces. Let's throw them into smaller pieces, but focus them much more. And I think they really did much better here. I really think that aespa did a great music video to the end of the year. It's clean, it's colorful, it's vibrant, and everything just seems perfectly on it. Of course, we saw those micro vibrations at the end. I thought that was questionable, but for what it is, it's actually quite a good MV. I really enjoyed this much more than any of the other MVs that we saw so far, purely because it's just focused, and that's the theme of this MV. It's focused, it's clean, but it makes it better. And that's what I like. I like clean videos that are focused and good. The color grade was nice, the cuts were really accurate, and that's all that matters. You know, you just have to make sure that when you cut a video together and when you color grade it, it just has to fit. And again, focus on the skin tones. The skin tones have to be good, and that's the main focus. If you can get the skin tones good, that's all that matters. The rest is not so important, because you don't want the person to look too orange or too blue. You want them to look healthy, and that's always tricky, but it pays off, you know, when you get it correctly. Okay guys, the big question is, what do you actually think of the video? Do you like Dreams Come True? Do you actually enjoy this MV? If so, tell me why. If not, then tell me why as well. Maybe for some people this might be a little bit more boring, but for me still, like I say, it's just so much more focused than what I saw before, and I like that. I like when certain MVs are focused, and they really did great here. And some of the effects that they threw in here are simple, effective, but very nice to look at. So yeah guys, if you did enjoy this video, like always, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and of course make sure to check out the Patreon. And of course, thank you very much for voting the top 10 MVs of 2021. Sadly, the voting has finished yesterday, but we have over 500 votes and some really good choices going on there. You know, I checked it out and it's quite impressive. So make sure you subscribe so we can release that video at the end of the year where we're going to analyze the top 10 MVs chosen by you. And guys, I'm going to see you on the next video. So stay healthy, stay good, and I'll see you on the next video.